name's Mark, and this is at Slowpoke Racing. We are here for the Ultimate Racing League. We are with the League 2 guys, and this is the start of a brand new season of our Sunday challenge in the GR3 or GT3 cars. Really looking forward to this one. We've got 10 rounds for you. I will go through the rounds as we go along, but this week for the very first round, the very first race, we are in Italy at the Autodromo Nazionale Monza, or as we know it, Monza. Just a very quick word from our sponsors before we get started, and it's our sponsor this season is Dubby. If you are into your energy drinks and you fancy grabbing yourself a bargain, then head over to dubby.gg. If you enter the code URL7, you can get yourself a discount pack of their energy drinks. So head over there and check them out. So back to the racing. As I say, we're with the Ultimate Racing League. This is League 2 of our Sunday Challenge at Monza for a brand new season. Just a quick word about the track. I always like to just give a little snippet of information about the track. As I say, we're in Monza. It is a city, actually, Monza, just north of Milan. The track was built in 1922, and it was the third purpose-built racing track, apparently in the world, and is the oldest track in Europe. The track we're on today, there is, they call it no chicane. There is a chicane, but it is not the main chicane. So therefore we have 9 turns. It is just over 3.5 miles long. And believe it or not, we've had 19 deaths on this track since it was built. And one of those deaths was actually a marshal which was hit by debris from a crash. So a pretty fast, pretty exciting track. So really looking forward to this. We have 16 drivers on the grid, which is an excellent turnout. I don't know them all. So again, looking forward to getting to know the guys as we progress through the 10 weeks. As always with these races, it's three 15-minute races, no pit stops. Soft tyres going to be used most of the time. However, medium tyres do need to be used in one of the races. They are practically the only rules, so mediums must be used. So the guys go out, they do 10 minutes of qualifying, and they line up on the grid after the qualifying. So what we'll do is we will run down the grid order, and I'll show you the cars and the guys that are in them. So on pole position we have James Stephen 09. Sorry Joe, I'll get your name right one day. James Stephen 09 in pole position. We have Niggle 72 in second. We have Wacky Racer in third. Hodgie in fourth. We have Robbie in fifth. Aspect is 6 on the grid. Mikey 7th. Kebabmans is 8th. Stealth is 9th. Viking 10th. The Big Mac 11th, Hoppers in 12th, Declan 13th, Angry Man 14th, Asbo 15th, and Max in 16th. So a few familiar names to me in there, a couple I don't know. So as I say, really looking forward to getting to know you guys as the weeks progress. It is a grid start, as you can see. So without further ado, we shall get these guys underway. Well, I was going to have a little klaxon thing going, but it's I cocked it all up, never mind. Let's switch that off now. So we're underway. James gets off to a flying start. Wacky Racer looks like he's already trying to challenge him. No, just slotting in behind. As I say, no chicane on this one, so the straight is foot to the floor, top speed. They come round this right-hander, the Bassano, you will have to excuse my pronunciation, but it's the Bassano, which is practically turn 1, but he's actually turn 3. Then we do hit a chicane. Now, as Niggle goes off, let's just have a look to see if everybody else gets through before we go back to that. They did. So I'm going to go back to niggle and see what happened. So as we approach this, well, it's turn, well, we'll call it turn 2. Oh, I'm not sure if Niggle got a bit of a bump there from Viking. I don't know. Let's just go back and have a look from Viking's point of view. It's always chaotic this first lap, everybody bunched up. No, maybe not, I don't know. No, I think there was a bit of everything there, a little bit of door bashing with Hodgie, a touch from Viking, nothing intentional. Niggle ends up going off though. So we've got James Stephen still out in front, we've got Wacky Racer just behind him. Then we've got Hodgie in third, Hodgie with a penalty, that must have been for track limits at that little chicane. Viking fourth, Aspect fifth. Robbie looking to put a challenge in on Aspect as we come to the Ascari. Another tricky part of the course. Very tempted to put your foot down early in these turns and very easy to spin out as well. Some fantastic liveries. I'm guessing it's all theme or television based liveries, so again as the season progresses we will get to have a closer look at these. Batman goes by with Mikey. So everybody's starting to spread out a bit now. Looks like we've got a bit of a battle going on between Asbo, Niggle and Angry Man. So let's go on board with Asbo. Oh, look at that, we've got Angry Man and Niggle having a drag race down this straight. Both desperate to get in the slipstream of Asbo. It looks like Niggle has managed to get his nose in front of Angry Man then. As we approach the Biasona, not the Biasona, the Viorante, which as I say is this turn. Oh, and we've got a yellow flag, so let's come out, let's have a look. Oh, come on Mark, sort yourself out. Who's gone off? Was it Mikey? It was Mikey in the Batmobile. So Mikey side by side with Robbie. No, he just slots in behind. Now what's happened here? Oh, I think he's just a bit late on the brakes. Tried to slow the car down and couldn't. And the Kebab Man's has gone off as well. Mikey quite rightly waiting for everybody to go by. That was a bit unfortunate. But that chicane is causing all sorts of chaos for these guys. I must admit it did in our race as well. So Wacky having a bit of a cheeky look at James at the inside as we approach 4 and 5. James still out in front in the Genesis. Very quick in a straight line. However, if Wacky in that Merc, if he can get into the slipstream, get a good exit. That Parabolica, turn 11. He may be able to get in the slipstream, get right up the chuff of James and make a move on that straight. We'll just stick with these two just to see if Wacky Racer can get any closer. Oh, the cameraman's gone then. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, is he? He is getting closer and closer. Is he going to get close enough before they hit Varante? I think, to be honest, Wacky's going to just sit behind James, try and preserve his tyres. Oh no, he did, he's had a look at the inside. Oh no, he didn't. I thought he was going to chuck it up the inside. Thought better of it. We've got Viking and Aspect teammates. Third and fourth, maybe them two can work together to catch up with these the front two. As I say, some fantastic liveries on these cars. Stealth in the Sawmobile. Is that the Alpha? Stealth, he's having his own little battle there with the Big Mac. Big Mac going down the inside of Stealth. No, Big Mac just backs out of it. Again, another wise decision. That is not the place to be making an overtake. Now, if he can get close enough to Stealth, he can perhaps get this one done before they hit Parabolica. However, we've got Declan just sitting behind. I'm going to go on board with the Big Mac as he chases Stealth into turn 11. Now then, the Big Mac, he's definitely in the slipstream of Stealth as he pulls to the inside. It is going to be a drag race. I think Declan's decided to sit in the slipstream of Big Mac. He thinks that Big Mac's going to take it, although that Alpha, the power of that Alpha has surprised a few people. Stealth managing to slot in front. Big Mac has another look. Stealth closes the door on him. Declan seems to be dropping off the pace a little bit. As we head towards Varante for the 4th time. Stealth through, Big Mac through, Declan through. Now Big Mac makes a move. Oh, that was a good overtake. That was a good overtake from the Big Mac. I think he caught Stealth napping. So the Big Mac in the Spider-Man Porsche moves up into 5th. We've got Stealth in 6th. Then Declan 7th. As we move further down, we've got the other Alpha and Kebabmans in 8th. Hopper's 9th. We've got Robbie and Niggle. Oh, Niggle with a 1 second penalty. No, 2 second penalty. Wow, the track limits are, the penalties are really harsh. That has allowed Robbie to pull away from Niggle. In fact, Niggle could possibly, excuse me, Niggle could possibly lose that 11th spot to Angry Man now if Angry Man can get closer to him. Mikey in 13th, Hodgie in 14th. I'm not sure what's happened to Hodgie. It's not like him to be down there in 14th. Max in 15th, and then Asbo in 16th. He has got a long way to go. He is on the medium tyres, so for the next 2 races he can run the soft, so he'll obviously be hoping for better things in the next 2 races, get the mediums out of the way in race 1. So we'll go back up to our leader. So James opening up a bit of a gap now from Wacky Racer. Wacky has still got Aspect and Viking chasing him down. I think Aspect and Viking have swapped over, so maybe a bit of team orders going on there. I'm sure we shall find out as the season goes on who's got team orders and who hasn't. Last season there were no team orders, it was every man for himself. Let's see what happens this season. Battle of the Mercs then in 2nd, 3rd and 4th. The Big Macs still got Stealth for company. Stealth looking to make a move. Had a bit of a look, didn't he? Those little Alphas a lot quicker than you think they would be. I wouldn't have chose it myself, but I think it's surprising a few people. So it does look like Stealth's catching. He's getting into the slipstream of the Big Mac. The Big Mac pulls to the left. He's going to be on the inside as they enter the Varante, but no, Stealth's got by. So that was just a slipstream helping Stealth out there. Hard on the brakes. Try and get through here without picking a penalty up. And it looks like Stealth and the Big Mac both through. So let's have a look at further down the field. Kebabman's in the 2nd Alpha. He's got pressure from Declan. Declan has got Hoppers just sitting behind him. Quite a gap then from Hoppers back to Robbie. So Hoppers in the Robin, not the Robin Reliant. Obviously we've got Batman and Robin on track now. Or is it Del Boy and Rodney? I'll let you guys decide. We've got Hoppers. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. So why have we got a yellow flag? Let me have a look. Now somebody's gone off. Who's got Wacky Racer? Oh, Wacky Racer, what's happened? So Wacky has picked up a penalty. So he was in second, he's picked up a penalty. Aspect has gone by to take the second position from him, and Wacky, oh, he's just got two. He's on the power too early, and that's just spun him out. Oh, that is so unlucky. As we're coming round Parabolica, so Wacky's up to serve his penalties. You can see Aspect comes flying by, and then Wacky, I think he's just got on the power too early. He's in the slipstream, bit of dirty air. Oh, and he was lucky he didn't take Viking out as well then. But that's unlucky for Wacky. He's gone from second to sixth, now seventh, now eighth. It looks like Hoppers could even get by as well. He can. So Hoppers takes eighth. Wacky all the way down now in ninth. So it's deep breaths from Wacky Racer. Reset yourself. Try and get yourself back through the pack. You've got about 2 or 4 minutes to do it, Wacky. So Niggle and Robbie. Let's have a look at Niggle and Robbie. Porsche against Mercedes. Now Robbie just sits behind as they enter this chicane. Get through there safely. Mikey just sitting behind Robbie as well. It looks like Nichols managed to open up a little bit of a gap now. He seems to be pulling away. So we'll go down the order. Hodgie in 13. Not under a great deal of pressure. However, we've got Angry Man and Max in 14 and 15. Oh, we've got another yellow flag, and it's the Big Mac. Wow, we've got cars flying all over the place, haven't we? I must admit the cameramen are not that fantastic in Italy, are they? So as the Big Mac, as they go through Verante, the Big Mac, I don't think there was any, let's just have a look. I thought there might have been a bit of door bumping from stealth, but I'm not sure. Let's have a look. There was the slightest of touches. I don't think it was anything intentional. The Big Mac having to wait for everybody to go by, which is really going to put him down the order now. So let's just go back up. A quick look at our current leader, James. Very comfortable lead, putting in some fantastic laps. Fastest current lap is a 1:39.6 from James on lap 5. Then he's done a 1:39.8, a 1:39.8. Really enjoying this track. Under no pressure. We've got Aspect sitting in second again. He's managed to pull away from his teammate, so he's under no pressure. Viking sitting very comfortably in third. So I think these three have pretty much got the podium sewn up, unless something drastic happens. Then we've got quite a gap then back to these three battling it out. We've got the Kebab Mans, Wacky and Declan. Wacky's done well to get himself back up there into fifth. Now challenging Kebab Mans as they go through that chicane, side by side with Declan. Declan just trying to keep Wacky behind him. So we're on board with Declan. You can see Wacky races right up the gearbox of Declan. Wacky has a little bit of a look on the inside. I think he's trying to unnerve Declan. Oh, and it's worked. It worked. So that little bit of pressure from Wacky. Declan gets his wheels on the curb and it just completely spins him out. So as we go back up then, Wacky Racer takes that 5th spot. He's now having a look at Kebab Man's, if he can get a good exit out of Parabolica. I'm sure he'll be looking to make the move on this home straight. Excuse me. I like the number plate. Jedi. I'm really surprised at the speed of the Alpha. I thought the Mercedes would have caught him up and left him for dust, but no. So Kebab Man still managing to do a good job of keeping Wacky Racer behind him. So is Wacky just going to apply the same pressure that he put on, I think it was Declan, wasn't it? But Wacky Racer in 5th, Niggle 6th. Then we've got Robbie, Mikey and Hoppers. Mikey in the BMW Batmobile, putting Robbie under a lot of pressure, trying to get himself in the mirrors of that Merc. Oh, and Hopper's had a bit of a moment then, but has managed to save it. So Mikey, has he pulled alongside? He has, side by side. The cameraman's crap, isn't he? Oh, and Mikey runs wide. It is such a difficult spot to go side by side down there. It is so tight. A bit of door bashing. Neither wanted to give the place up. Nothing wrong there, I didn't see. It was just a little bit of door bashing as the racing. But that's unlucky for Mikey. Oh, and we've missed James finishing. I do apologise. I'm going to go back for that one. We're getting caught up in everything else. James looking very comfortable out in front. Takes Parabolica for the 9th time. And he's going to bring it home in the Game of Thrones Genesis for his first win of the season. So well done to James. Aspect, good race from Aspect to bring it in 2nd. Viking, his teammate, in 3rd. And Wacky Racer has managed to get past the Kebab Mans. So Wacky has done a good recovery race to take 4th. Kebab Man's 5th, Niggle 6th, Robbie 7th, Hoppers in 8th, 9th is Hodgie. Stealth is going to come in 10th. Then we've got the Big Mac. Declan race to the line with Mikey. Declan 12th, Mikey 13th. Angry Man 14th in the Aston. And then Max, with a penalty as well, in 15th, with Asbo finishing in 16th. That was race 1. Really enjoyed that one. Looking forward to race 2, which I shall be bringing to you very shortly. I hope I can catch you all again soon.